Marwan Bishara is Al Jazeera's senior political analyst, joining us live now from London. Marwan, let's start now. First of all, what did you make of the day, starting in Israel and, of course, ending in Egypt?
You know, Sarah, the starting of the day with Trump walking down the tarmac, surrounded by the Israeli prime minister and the president, remind me of 2 years ago this week, exactly October 18, 2023, when Biden did the same. At the time, it was what we called the bear hug, Netanyahu hugging the bear. Today, Netanyahu is riding the elephant. The difference is huge. Before the genocide, the bear hug meant that Biden would give Netanyahu protection and security in return for Netanyahu accepting Biden's advice. Of course, Netanyahu got everything, the arms, the money, but did not take took the arms and the money, but did not take the advice. 2 years later, we have Trump doing the same thing, going down, giving the hugs, except he is no bear. He is a Republican president. That's their symbol. He's the elephant. He's the only elephant in the room. So for Netanyahu to want to ride the elephant, this American president, means that he will get his ride, but he will have no control whatsoever over the destination. In other words, Biden was the safe choice. And for 2 years, or at least a year and something, he provided Israel with all it needs. Today, Trump is still supporter of Israel, but he has other things in mind. He has America first in mind, not Israel first in mind. And much of his base does the same. And hence, as he takes care of Israel, he will be also taking care of America. And that we saw more of when he was in Sharm el-Sheikh.
And, you know, they say that whatever one thinks of, Trump or the war, the hostages have been released. Palestinians have been released, Palestinian prisoners. The war is over, for now, at least. Trump promising a new era. Can that be delivered upon, do you think?
I think Trump is inclined naturally towards Israel, just like all American presidents of the past 50 years have been inclined towards Israel, except when they have other regional priorities. And I think Sharm el-Sheikh showed us another side of an American president when he is in search of or in need of Arab and Muslim majority support. And those leaders that were there present in Sharm el-Sheikh, praising the American president and basically vowing to work with the American president on his plan, will be probably using some leverage of some sort. The more leverage they use, the more Trump will be inclined to be more objective, more fair in the implementation of his plan. Ultimately, if any American president has Israel's best interest in mind, he will work towards a two-state solution. He will work towards ending the occupation not only of Gaza, but also of the West Bank and East Jerusalem. Will Trump do that? Again, it depends on how much pressure he faces in the region.
I mean, there seems to be a sense of opportunity, but we always know that opportunity won't last forever if it isn't taken there and then. Trump has headed back to the US now. He's on his way on Air Force One. How important is it, time-wise, to get the next steps in place as soon as possible?
It's very important. I mean, it's 35 years too late, because the so-called peace process has been going on for 3.5 decades. And it led from one failure to another failure. And meanwhile, Israel was deepening its occupation and its siege, its oppression of the Palestinian people. That's why when you listen to Trump talk about Palestinian hate and terror and so on and so forth, it's just so moronic to hear yet another American president or official or past American presidents and official talk about Palestinian hate, as if one can fall in love with their occupier. Those American presidents probably are not familiar with their own history. No one has asked the Americans when they were fighting the British Empire for their own independence and sovereignty from the British Empire in the Americas. No one asked them if they loved the British, if they hated the British. They were simply resisting the British Empire to gain independence. Today, the Palestinians are fighting, resisting in various ways against their occupier in order to get their freedom. Until their freedom is attained, no one should ask them about how much they love or hate the Israelis. Everyone should be focused on not missing another opportunity to attain that just solution, ending the occupation, ending the siege of Gaza, allowing for reconstruction, and having a chance for peace where the Palestinians will be treated as equal, not subordinated depending on how much concession they make to Israel.
Marwan, the answer there is time sensitive in terms of this deal. We're time sensitive as well here on the programme. So very briefly, when Trump said we can take them out of order in a positive way in terms of the stages or the phases, is that Trump showing any flexibility, do you think?
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about that. He's already shown flexibility with the so-called 72 hours deadline and Hamas disarming before this and that. So I think this is going to be important because the plan as it stands has no chance. It's going to have to be worked on. It has to be revised. And certainly, as I said, some things need to be made clear. And there should be an end game. And the end game, once again, for the last time, it should be a just solution whereby the two live equally in the land, where Palestinians can at last have dignity, independence, and sovereignty in their own homeland as an indigenous people.
All right. Thank you very much, our senior political analyst, Marwan Bishara.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.